Hey y'all, this is Mountain Man.
And the Wizard. So tonight we got something special.
Can I tell him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Area 51.
Yeah, Area 51.
Stay tuned. Hey y'all, this is Mountain Man.
And the Wizard. So, welcome to episode 1 of
Area 51. Yeah, guys.
Okay, so I'm the Wizard. So how we're going to do this is we're going to start out and we're going to do just common breakdown to, I know it's conspiracy with a toke, but we're going to break down to, we're going to do Area 51, Kennedy assassination, ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to do all kind of stuff.
I can't wait, dude.
So, yeah. So just listen. The big one we're going to do, creationism versus evolutionism. That's going to be a big one. So stay tuned for the incoming weeks. It's not coming anytime soon, but the incoming weeks. So tonight, Area 51. Area 51. Real quick, before anything goes on, Mountain Man, what is your take of Area 51?
Okay, so when I hear Area 51, instantly I think aliens. Aliens.
Well, of course.
But I don't think of everything else. I've been having some small chatter here with you about how there's a little bit more to it than just aliens.
Yeah, of course. I mean, aliens just a little snippet, really, of it. The alien is actually, well, when we think of the alien and the UFOs, it's like an actual great government cover-up. It's great. Why would the government, but more on that later. It's just a little snippet of, how I think of the aliens when it comes to, aliens is just a little snippet of everything that's gone on in Area 51. So, real quick, Area 51, as everybody knows, Area 51 is owned by the U.S. government. It's known as I believe it's called a testing facility. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Testing facility. And the operator is the U.S. Air Force. It was made and came to construction wasn't construction. It was actually a farm owned by some guy, and the farm name was Paradise Ranch.
Jesus.
Yeah, he owned all of that.
So Paradise Ranch, I mean, listen.
He was literally a farmer.
When I hear Paradise Ranch, I'm not thinking that he's farming something. And the things that I'm thinking he's farming are probably not animals.
Yeah, right. But anyway, yeah, Area 51, real quick, it's 3,657 square miles. Acres. Sorry, acres. My bad, guys. Acres. It's the Air Force Test Center, Dispatch 3. A little bit of information. I know everybody knows Area 51, but just for people out there, it is obviously located. Where is it located at?
I know it's located near Roswell.
Oh, it's Nevada. Sorry. Nevada. My bad, guys. Long night, guys. Long night. But anyway. Yeah. So we'll go down and tonight we're going to brief overview of Area 51. So when it comes to aliens, we'll stick with that topic, aliens. We'll start with aliens. Where do you think the first alien encounter happened prior to Area 51?
Prior to alien... Prior to Area 51, the first alien encounter I think ever happened. Is this in the world or in the United States?
In the United States. What sparked the UFO and what just sparked everything?
shoot. I'm going to have to say probably Roswell.
Yeah, exactly. Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell it's very interesting because, like, to me, The Wiz, massive government cover-up. Massive government cover-up. So, yeah, it's huge. Huge. Okay, so, when it comes to Roswell, one morning, this guy named Bob Lasser, right? He comes out. It's actually his daughter found it. In the middle of his farm was this, like, metallic-y machine or whatever. It just scattered all through his farm, dude. He claimed, he actually went to the papers first. And, the government caught wind. The government was like, we're going to come in here and take that over. And that happened in July of 1947. All right, dude. July 1947. The U.S. Air Force came in and basically shut the town down. Trying to cover up everything. Not cover up as in cover up, but they're trying to cover up everything from the general public from actually looking. Yeah. And, like I said, it's a massive, major government cover-up. Yeah. Like, I believe it was aliens all the way. But anyway, let's stick with the facts. With the facts. They had actually said it was a weather balloon.
A weather balloon?
A weather balloon.
How could it have been a weather balloon? That's crazy.
Well, speaking on that real quick, the weather balloon was actually noted by the U.S. government to be part of this project called Project Mogul.
What does that mean?
Basically, being able to know where the weather is everywhere. Like, the weather balloon goes around and it will transpawn information and keep tabs on the weather. Just put a weather balloon in Russia. It's raining with a chance of snow or some dumb shit like that. That's crazy.
I thought they did that by satellite.
Well, you got to think it's 47.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think.
Jesus Christ.
We're back in 47, dude.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so basically, the Air Force came in Roswell, actually led by Major Jesse Markle. And he brought in a confidant, Lieutenant Colonel Shadan Kovit, and then brought in a Master Sergeant Bill Rickett. Brought those guys in. They basically ran everything.
Yeah.
Like, they controlled everything. They basically came in, and there's accounts where they told the Roswell paper not to print anything about the supposed weather balloon because it's top secret.
I wonder if they, like, threatened to kill them. Or maybe...
I mean, that's the conspiracy
Or maybe
side.
they would commit suicide.
Yeah, I mean... And there was a couple locals who took the job with the military when they came there. And they claimed to have seen a gray alien.
Oh my God.
You guys, all you guys out there in podcasts, you can actually go to YouTube and check in the Roswell gray alien, and you can reference that video to what I'm saying. Real or fake, we don't know.
Oh man,
I think it's real. I mean, I don't know if Mountain Man's actually seen the video or not.
I'm skeptical sometimes. I mean, listen, so I'm on the fence about aliens. Like, I've never seen one personally in my life by my, like me. Like, looking up into the sky, oh my crap, that's an alien. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never been sucked into one, you know what I mean? So it's a toss-up for me. It's kind of hard sometimes because I'm one of those gotta see it to believe it types sometimes.
Yeah, speaking about see it to believe it, I actually have... what do you think? I mean, it's skeptical. I couldn't find the man's name in my research, But they said there was a 72-year-old mechanical engineer who actually worked at Area 51, and he said that he was part of the Flying Disc program with basically reverse engineering alien flying saucers. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but I mean, yeah, you've heard of that. I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, right. I mean, and then there was another guy that claimed there was a UFO under the Groom Lake of Area 51. That there was actually a bunker under the lake, and
a bunker.
A bunker under the lake.
Whoa! We got to take a second here. Break this down. They built a bunker under the lake.
Yes.
So, I mean, how far under the lake would you have to build a bunker in order for the water to...
a couple 100 feet. You
That's
probably have
crazy.
to find the end of the lake and then build from that.
These people are up on top of this lake in their freaking boats fishing.
Yeah, right.
They have no idea that they're recreating alien technology underneath this lake. That's nuts.
Yeah, right. No, it's skeptical. I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, someone's coming out there and saying it. You know what I mean? That's the hard part about today's society,
exactly,
man.
Exactly.
It's so hard to believe what's true and what's fake. And I mean, I know here at Conspiracy and a Toke with the round table here and everything, I know our big thing here is we're trying to deal directly in the truth. So.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. I see. My biggest thing is like, why would somebody come out and just be like, "I saw a gray alien"?
Yeah.
Like, what's a gray? Why would somebody in 47 just be like a gray alien? What is a gray alien? I mean, aliens is pretty new. Was pretty new at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I mean, there's some first-hand accounts. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I understand that you're the type of guy that needs the hard evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. What are any conspiracies about Area 51 that you know of? Do you know anything?
So, I mean, I hear all kinds of different things, right? Like from underground secret testing facilities that are underneath the airfields out there or inside of those hangars that, I mean, there's movies out there. I watched one, I don't know off the top of my head what the heck the name of the movie was, but listen, they walk into this hangar, right? And then they peel off to the right into this little room inside of the hangar, or outside of the hangar, right? Like a little sitting area. It's got like chairs in it and everything, and everyone sits down in the chairs and they buckle themselves in. And this dude like spins a dial on his old cigarette pack machine, and all of a sudden the whole room just sinks into the floor like 100,000 feet. You know what I mean? Well, probably not 100,000 because you got to hit the core at some point. But you know what I mean? Like super far into the earth.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it's like boom, giant testing facility. You know what I mean? It was crazy, and that's what I picture it being. Is I picture someone walking into this room, dude, right, spinning a dial on this thing, on this old cigarette pack machine, right, and then all of a sudden this room just shooting into the floor, and like straps come over you, and it straps you in, and you just shoot into the floor, like super top secret. Like the people that work at the base, like on the top floor, probably don't even really know much about it being there. They just know that there's some high class people that come through there, and you know that they don't go into that hangar. That hangar doesn't get touched unless those high profile, you know, high ranking generals, you know, admirals, whatever, you know, from whoever's branch are going into those testing facilities and figuring out what's down there. That's what I would figure it being. But I mean, the whole idea of the Earth splitting open and everything like that, though, with a big flying saucer coming out, is just, it blows my mind. You know what I mean? How they could make something like that happen. Again, I haven't seen it. How do I believe it?
So, everybody out there knows that the presidential election, everything's good. Biden is in.
Yep.
So, I want to give a special roundtable shout out to President President Biden and Vice President Harris.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out. Make America good. Like, get us back. We're good. Shout out. We support our president. We're patriots. We're pro.
Oh, yeah.
We're pro-America. So, speaking about pro, how about we be pro-local? Mountain Man's going to run in, and we're going to give a shout-out to the local pro businesses, local businesses out there. Go ahead, Mountain Man. Take over.
Hey, so I want y'all to be able to join in on what we're toking on here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a couple of companies to take a look at that we have personally taken a huge interest in, because we get nothing but excellence from these companies. The first one being Pitbull Tobacco and More. Pitbull Tobacco and More can be found at www.pitbulltobaccoandmore.com, or you could also find them on Instagram at Pitbull Tobacco. And it pops up as Pitbull Tobacco, and then it has in their description Pitbull Tobacco and More. Another great one that I want you guys to check out is going to be Alex Benson Glass on Instagram and Etsy. He's got some awesome pieces on there. Me and the Wizard absolutely love them. We actually have one featured in our giveaway. Go ahead and take a look at our Instagram. The roundtable _757. Again, that's the roundtable _757. Go ahead and check out our Instagram. Follow us on there, and you will be able to get a chance to be entered into our contest to win a piece of glass or some sort of smoking accessory, merch, whatever. But yeah, another good one to check out, guys. Our biggest one is Nugs Bunny. We absolutely love Nugs Bunny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Nugs?
Okay, so Nugs Bunny is a service out there that supplies with your medical needs. Their Instagram is Nugs Bunnies. Actually, Nugs Bunny 202. Sorry about that. So, shout out to them. Recently, I've been checking out medical edible. Bert's Treats, and his Instagram is Bert_treats. Check him out for your medicinal use. So everything's good. Back to Mountain Man.
Hey, yeah, so Birch Treats, I originally had started going through him. I met him, believe it or not, just smoking a blunt, out there in local area, you know what I mean? Just out there in the streets and everything, man. I was smoking. He kind of just walked up on me, and he was like, "Hey, man, that smells good." I was like, "You want to smoke?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it." And we were like in like one of those like housing complex type things one of my old friends lived at and everything like that, man. It was pretty cool. And he just kind of came up and we were smoking and everything. He brought me up a bag and everything to try out and stuff. And I mean, it was amazing, dude. And that was I believe like a year and a half ago, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy, man.
Crazy.
All right, guys. So anyway, those are our local promotions. Check them all out. Make sure you do it.
Oh yeah, shop
do
local,
it, like
buy
it.
local.
Do follow everything Instagram. So, back to Area 51.
Thinking.
Welcome back, conspiracy people. So yeah, that was a little thing about the promotion. So hopefully you guys like that. If not, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, man, those promotions are y'all, are the listeners, the followers. You know what I mean? We take requests on our platforms and everything, like we had mentioned in our promotion video. You know what I mean? You guys are always welcome to go ahead and send us, some sort of information and everything like that. We'll get together, you know what I mean, plan that stuff out. But yeah, man, I just want y'all to know that the promotions, they're not just, we're not getting paid to do these, you know what I mean? This is us. We're promoting our people, the people that we share our circle with, man, and they're our followers. They're you guys. It's all you got to do is follow. I mean, be part of the family. Not just that, but then you get a free piece of glass.
Right.
Or some sort of accessory.
Right. All right. So let's. I know we talk about the promotions. Get back to Area 51. It's a quick overview. Just a little. It's our first episode. Give us a break. But anyway, what are anything? What would you mistake for a UFO? Like, what would you mistake for a UFO one time?
Maybe a shooting star, or I mean, they say a weather balloon, or maybe some sort of missile.
Maybe missile. Yeah, I was thinking more of like a prototype aircraft.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it's just like it's crazy to think that we could have the technology to build saucers.
Yeah, and you got to think like back in the 50s, the U-2 spy thing going on with Russia with the Cold War. We were putting spy planes 20, 30,000 feet above commercial airlines. Yeah. And when you see that, you know that nothing can go higher. Yeah, you know nothing can go higher, so you think like UFO. And you rock and roll with it. Well, speaking of like those stealth bombers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just wrote down a quick list of some of the stuff that Area 51's associated with. Like it's the A-12. It's came to Area 51 in '62 from Burbank. I guess it's like a stealth bomber. It's pretty cool looking. Just Google it, A-12. You'll see a picture of it, guys. Another one is the D-21 Tag Broad. That was completed in '62 as well. Definitely drones. Drones come from there. CIA built drones in '63. And
the CIA built drones. That sounds like something the CIA would do. I mean weed. You know what I mean? They've been known to grow strands of weed. For those of you that can't see what I'm doing, I'm giving air quotes. But yeah, man. It's crazy, man, because they deny all of it. So then it's hard to know whether they're doing it or not.
It's just funny. Why would the CIA be involved with Area 51 if it's just a testing facility? I understand the drones, but why?
Yeah.
Why associate CIA? I mean, a lot of people out there are saying it's just a testing facility. There's no such thing as aliens. They rock with the aliens, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they rock with it. So back to the thing. I mean, you guys can Google the F-117. That was made in '84. Check that out. That was probably a lot of sightings around '84 with that.
Yeah.
And then in present day today, the F-22 Raptor.
Yeah.
Until it got bought by somebody. The F-22 Raptor was flown out of there.
That looks like a UFO.
The sheer speed of it and the height it can get, and so the altitude that it can reach and stuff like that.
To make it look like it's moving kind of ominously.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to come down and say my biggest thoughts on Area 51. Do I believe in aliens? Yes. Do I believe Area 51 is associated with aliens? Kinda. Testing facility? Yes. Great cover story.
Yeah.
Do I believe there's underground bunkers with reverse engineered alien technology? Yes.
Well, I mean, some things that I hear about every now and then, I don't know if you know anything about this, but I hear about Area 52. There possibly being another facility that Area 51 is the cover, so that way everyone thinks that Area 51 is there, but then really everything's in Area 52.
I don't know too much about that, but yeah, that's vaguely.
I mean, the only things I've heard is I've heard of some rumors of it being all over the place. But one of the big ones, how cool would this be, right? Is real close to some places that we know, being Oceania.
Yeah.
So I've heard of some real cool conspiracies of UFOs crashing over there on Oceania and everything like that, and them covering it up and calling it a weather balloon of some sort and everything. We'll have to do a little more information into that, but I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we're gonna have to just go ahead, man, and do like a local UFO sighting video in the future, man. You know what I mean? Just to really get into the depth of some of the stuff that you know, has happened around us. You know what I mean? Something local. I feel like maybe some of our listeners might enjoy something close to home that maybe they didn't know about.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, that just brings you that much closer to seeing is believing.
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, Area 52, I really don't know. But I really don't know too much information about that. But it seems to me that, like, when you mentioned Oceania, that you had some, like, a background behind all that.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a military background. I spent 4 years in the United States military as a bosun mate aboard the USS George Washington. I got my anchors tattooed on my hands. I followed that thing from the other side of the world all the way back. I brought it back from Japan all the way back to the United States. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. Had a lot of fun times going down around South America, stopping off in places like Peru, Chile, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Oh, okay.
I mean, seeing the statue, the Cristo de... something.
Yeah.
The Christ statue that they have where he's standing on top of the mountain. Let me tell you,
Brazil.
dude, that is an experience unlike anything that has ever happened in my life.
That's pretty cool.
Not a lot of people know there's actually a temple right underneath the statue. When you walk up the mountain and everything like that, they bring you up in these like little buses, and you're like speeding up the mountain at like fucking 75 in these buses, dude. It's crazy, right? And you're like on a goat path. It's tiny. There's these big buses, you're crammed into them and everything like that, and they bring you up this goat path up to the mountain, and you walk up, and it's like beautiful. You look all around and everything, but there's a church underneath the statue, right? And there's like monks that belong to this church, and there's a very select group, and they're only allowed to say 3 words a year. That's it.
Oh, really? 3 words?
3 words. That's
crazy.
It. Right?
That's
so,
crazy.
like, they weren't there when we went, unfortunately, but I've heard some stories of some people that have been there in the past on their deployments and everything like that, of catching them in there, maybe not hearing a word, but catching them in there. I got some cool pictures on my personal Instagram. You can follow me there at mountainman_John. It's MTN Man, M-A-N _Jon, John spelt the right way. But anyways, so like, yeah, man, I have some cool pictures on there from my tour around South America and everything with the USS George Washington. It was a great group back in 2015, man. I miss the sea sometimes, but I definitely like the land. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so anyway, Mountain Man. Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens. What is your take? Real or fake? Is there enough evidence out there?
It's hard. I mean, it's a real hard question, because it's something that I haven't seen, but it's something that can totally be possible, because I mean, the universe is infinite. It goes on forever. You know what I mean? So it would be almost ignorant to think that there's nothing but us here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost as like, think of the world's flat or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, to not believe that it's out there would kind of be against what I believe in.
Yeah, no, I understand. No, I get it. So, folks, it's been a long one, but we got to come to a close.
Oh, yeah.
I thank Mountain Man for being here tonight for our very first podcast. I love it, Area 51. Short, simple, to the point. If you guys like it, if you don't, let us know what information we missed that we could have put it there, into it. So just let us know. But Mountain Man, better question than aliens. What do you think about ghosts?
Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a real good story for another time. Bo.
Yeah, another time. Anyway, all you conspiracy people out there, keep your tinfoil hats and your bowls close. You never know what will happen.
Well, hey, y'all. Here's to you. Cheers.